Welcome to the Great Hall of the Polish Museum of America, named after Sabina Felixa Logisz. I had the privilege of working with Sabina Felixa Logisz for 9 years at the Polish Museum, and we are connected somehow. She was a great lady, working here in this building for 69 years. And we called her Polish Encyclopedia, Pani Encyklopedia. She is a great spirit of the Polish Museum, and I think she's truly happy in heaven that many things are happening in this great hall. It's wonderful that we are located on the 4th floor of the Polish Roman Catholic Union building, and that hidden gem, the Great Hall, was used in the history as the theatrical performance room. We had a stage. Right now on the stage you have Savana by Batowski. And the gallery that we were in was a balcony to this great hall. Right now it serves many purposes, among them the recitals, meetings, outdoor signings, different lectures and panel discussions, and many functions of the Polish Museum. When we go into the Great Hall of the Polish Museum, we are able to see the royal sleigh of Princess Leszczyńska. Princess Leszczyńska was giving this one-horse open sleigh to travel through the frozen lakes from her father, King Leszczyński, and then she married King of France, and she became very famous as Mary, Queen of France. When we go to the middle, we are moving by the stained glass, symbol of Poland Reborn, by Mieczysław Jurgielewicz. And the symbol of Poland Reborn, it's a symbol of young Poland. Poland is feminine, so that's why we have a young lady who has a saber in her hands, and it's showing that after 123 years of being under partitions, we are finally free. We have Saint Mary of Ostrabrama above her, we have Eagle underneath her, and many different little icons representing the people who are working on different crafts, as well as the symbols of Polish towns. The symbol of Poland Reborn, it's a focal piece of this particular room. In the Great Hall of the Polish Museum, when we move towards the middle, we are amazed by the greatness of this room, by how many mementos we hold in it. Not only wonderful painting of Savana, but also 2 Rosen paintings, painted especially by Mr. Rosen for the New York Fair. And we have the symbol of Poland's past and symbol of Poland's future right here. They are beautifully illuminated. As well as the Charge of Czerkies down Krakowskie Przedmieście by Wojciech Kossak. So one of the other huge painting that we have on our wall, and the author, Wojciech Kossak, is resembled right here on this painting as this little boy who is running away of the Czerkies. Not only this, but on the walls you are able to see different paintings from New York's Fair. Not only on the movable walls we are displaying right now the New York's Fair exhibition, and here are like 3 different photographs, one on top of another. The permanent collection that's everywhere around us, the temporary collection that's on movable walls, and us participating sometimes in this great hall in many occasions. When you move towards the head of the room, we are amazed by the Polish imagination. This exhibit will be longer this year, so you'll be able to see its beauty, it's everywhere in the museum, not only in the Great Hall, but also in the corridors, downstairs, upstairs, in the Ludu, the Bora-Grindley room. And here we have two displays that they are permanent displays. We have the Dawne Polskie Chicago, so that's Polish past in Chicago, from 1850 to 1939. And we who are living right here in Chicago are able to see mementos from the Polish past, not only about our triangle and about our place, physical place that we are in. We were surrounded by the Polish cathedrals. We have the representation here of Father Wincenty Barzeński, who was a wonderful initiator of many of the things, as well as the mementos of the first settlers of Chicago. Among them the floating tickets that they were brought with people who came here for the first time. And if you have time, you can relate to those items as the part of your history right here at the Polish Museum of America, that's connected especially with Chicago. Among the other ones it's the memento that was given to Miss Róża Kwasigroch from her fans and cooperators from the choir Dudziarz, as well as the little story that Róża Kwasigroch was a daughter of Piotr Kiełbasa, known in the Chicago history as Honest Pete. And he was the first city treasurer to return interest on municipal funds to the treasury rather than keep it for private use. And it was in 1891, and the amount was totaling $41,790. He was a father of Róża Kwasigroch. She was called the girl with the beautiful face, colored like raspberry. That's dziewczyna z buzią jak malina, so it's a very beautiful girl. She had a wonderful voice, and her recordings are recorded also by the Victor record, and you can find her in many encyclopedias. So Róża Kwasigroch Kiełbasa. When you are going through the roads of the Polish Triangle right here that we call Polish downtown, and you are traveling from Holy Trinity Church, from Trójcowo to Stanisław Kostka place, parish, you are able to pass the streets that they are right here on those photographs. And especially if you know the secret passage to go to the Holy Trinity from the Polish Museum, you are going through the road that's Thomas and Milwaukee. And we always thought about this girl as a Pelagiak, a symbol of all of us right here at the Polish Museum. And not so long ago we discovered that that wasn't on the corner from Holy Trinity, it was on the other side of the street. You can see right here on this particular photograph that the towers of Holy Trinity and the portyk from the facade, it's the mirror image of this photograph. So every time that we walk through the places that we are talking about and documenting, we are learning new histories. Among them, the memorabilia of the publishers, of the first publishers right here in Chicago, among them Dyniewicz family that we have a close contact with. So that's Mr. and Mrs. Dyniewicz. They published so many books at the end of the century that it's truly hard to count all of the titles. Here we have memorabilia of the Polish Roman Catholic Union, so all the pins and wonderful photograph that shows the beginning of this particular building. This is the groundbreaking of this particular building. And the items that we like very much about the history of the theater and art right here in this area. So many stages, so many theatrical performances. The symbol of Jan Kiepura, who was here in this particular place, and to Szukalski, to Michał Rekucki, whose paintings we have on the corridor. So that's a little corner for our history of the Polish past in Chicago.